And with the play clock at 5, we're going to get a timeout. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off right around the 43. And a big return will get him all the way down to the 35. Certainly not how they envisioned ending their opening drive here in the first quarter.
Too many ones in this play. First quarter, first drive, first interception thrown.
And that last one, that hurts. Now a play fake here on first down. And he'll be brought down by the Colts.
Well, so much for setting the tone of the drive offensively. Giving up a big sack that loses that kind of yardage, not a great start.
To throw on second down. Pace. Middle of the field, it's Robinson. And he gets this one all the way down inside the 20-yard line. A very solid gain of 27. On first down, Pace. It's caught on the right side by Robinson. And able to get this down inside the 15, either the 13 or 14 before he's out of bounds.
They've got good playmakers on the offensive side of the ball. I don't know what happened last week to really hurt their performance and hold down their production, but I would dare say that this week in practice, there's a lot of talk about how they're going to increase their proficiency.
Yeah, that was a good start. And that is caught. Touchdown, Jacksonville. Allen Robinson, his second touchdown on the season. And the Jags have taken the early lead. Personally, for him, a great opening drive. He had 3 catches, including the touchdown.
That felt like tremendous scouting, great film watching, and creating a game plan to start this off, not only to get him involved, but to send a message to the defense. You can have a lot to handle in this one.
And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully. The Colts offensive unit ready to see what they can do here. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack him here. Well, that play was doomed right from the start.
They just about ran into every defender on that one, didn't he? It felt like everyone got a piece of that tackle.
And the offense behind the chains here a touch on 2nd and 11. Now they'll throw here out of the gun. And the catch made here by Sharon Peak. And he gets this one just shy of the 40. They'll mark him down at the 39. That one for Indianapolis, resulting in 15 yards and a fresh set of downs. First down and 10 now for the offensive group. They'll set up a throw. Forced out to his left. Going deep for Moncrief. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off at the 11. And the return just out across the 15 to the 16-yard line. That had disaster written all over. You've got a right-handed quarterback, a rolling left, and throwing it pretty far downfield.
It's really difficult to do, to try and get your body twisted around into the proper position and get anything on the ball as you heave it downfield. And that's what it actually turns into, a heave. And that's not really a good throw, is it?
Not good, and we saw the result. On 1st and 10, Pace. And a quick throw here, that's complete. And they're able to bring him down at the 20. That throw good for 4. It's 2nd down. I think defensively you're okay with that. You're in the first quarter. He's going to get some catches, but they rallied to him quickly.
And that's what you count on, and I like what you just said. First quarter, can you do it all game long? They catch it, you tackle them, they go down on the spot. Because when you're able to do that and you don't give up big chunks of yardage after the catch, now you've put the offense in a position where every series they have to work hard to pick up first downs, and you tend to stall them out when you do that.
Looking right sideline, that's complete. And he's going to get this one across the 30-yard line. A 14-yard first down pickup for the Jaguars. So here we go, 1st and 10 now.
Here we go now.
On the counter, here's Bell. Not much there, maybe a couple up to the 35.
Well, if the coaching staff's doing a good job upstairs, they'll file away what they just saw from the defense right there. They sold out to stop that running play. I'd say keep that in mind. They want to try that again. Go play action and hit them over the top.
All right, here we go. Here we go now. All right, here we go.
On 2nd down, it's Bell. Looking for a crease, can't find one. Stopped at the line of scrimmage. Officially no gain on the play, and they're left with a 3rd and 8. So nothing there, but maybe you blame that on the blocking.
Yeah, at some point, you've got to win at the point of attack. And on that play, that was all the defense. They made it happen.
And on 3rd down, a nickel formation here defensively. From the gun, Pace. Caught out left side by Robinson. And he's going to be stopped dead in his tracks at the 44-yard line. 9 yards on the pickup there, and it keeps the drive alive. Final 30 seconds of this first quarter, and it's been a quarter dominated by the guys with the football.
All right, here we go. Over. All right, now, look at 56. Let's go.
Now a first down carry by Bell. And he'll only get a yard, maybe 2, up to the 46. We haven't seen much from him running the football here in this first quarter.
No, you're right about that. We haven't seen much of him at all so far. They've stacked him up pretty well, but when you're trying to run the football, sometimes you got to play the long game. Keep handing it to him, and some of those runs that aren't working now, they turn into 6, 7, 8, and maybe more later on.
Alongside the former defensive back Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. It's Jaguar football as we begin quarter number 2. 2nd down, 8.
Detroit!
Looking to throw. Pace. It's caught inside the 25. Touchdown, Jaguars. A big play there. His 4th touchdown on the year. And the Jaguars add on to their lead.
As a fan, is there anything prettier than a well-executed post route?
No, it's a thing of beauty, especially when it's done like that for a touchdown.
The throw, the catch, and how about the run after to get it to the end zone?
Here's the punter Gay now to send this one away. This is fielded a couple yards deep. And he'll get across the 20 before he's brought down at about the 23-yard line. And the Colts getting ready to go. Already down 2 touchdowns here in the first half. This becomes a pretty important drive, doesn't it?
It certainly does, and a lot of the teams script plays. We know that, right? They have a script to start the ball game, and typically those scripts go between 12 and 24, 25 plays. Down 2 touchdowns.
And for the 3rd time here in this half, it's intercepted. Picked off at the 39. And he's able to get it back to the 33-yard line.
You hear me laughing, partner, and I'm not laughing at the situation, but sometimes you just get yourself into a rut. It's hard to shake yourself out of it.
And a great spot to start this drive from here. They'll give this to Bell running right. And he'll get a little over 2, maybe a full 3 down to the 32-yard line.
Well, they didn't get a whole lot out of that one, but I think you've got to continue to try and run it and try and keep the defense honest.
You mean or else they'll just sit back, dare you to throw it on every down?
Yeah, you get your quarterback hit a lot that way, too.
Again, it's Bell. Oh, he's got some breathing room. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. That one good for a gain of 13 for Jacksonville and a first down.
Tremendous blocking by the interior of the offensive line. They didn't just gash him there. They blasted a gaping hole for him to gallop through. I think if he comes back to the huddle, he better be giving them a whole lot of credit and thanking them for that much space to rumble.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And able to get him down, but he does reach the 5. Back-to-back nice gains. That one for 14 yards and another first.
At this stage of the game, the run-pass numbers are a little bit out of whack because most of their yardage has come through the air. But in a sense, that just sets things up for big runs like that because the defense might be a little bit off balance. They pick up another first down with that run.
Now they'll switch it up here and look to throw. Got his man, it's caught. Touchdown, Jaguars. And he's a little bit on the shorter side as a receiver. Maybe sometimes for the defense, tough to find the little guys, right?
Yeah, sometimes they get lost in the traffic, but usually what it means is that rather than just winning with height or even speed, they use their quickness to find a way to get open.
Well, tall, short, wide, skinny, whatever, there it results in a touchdown. Fielded about a yard deep. And now Indianapolis set to take the field. And some dangerous territory. You're already down 3 scores. A 3-and-out here or an inability to put any points up. This one might be over by half.
Yeah, and what you also have to guard against is calling every play for a big shot downfield. You know, thinking you're going to get all these points back on one drive. You're not. And last time I looked,
and the Jags get to him as down he goes. Avery Jones with a great push up front. He picks up the sack and a loss of 8. Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. Flush to his right. Wide open receiver complete. And all the way down to the 36-yard line. A huge play that time for the Colts. 48 yards.
No, Jack, Patriot. Hurry up, here we go. 3, 9, 2.
They'll run it now out of the gun. Fighting his way down to about the 35-yard line. Give him a couple on the carry there. 2nd and 8.
But that call makes sense because they've been throwing it well on this drive, and once again they show passing formation, showing the shotgun. Then they ran out of it. That's a nice play by them defensively, though, to hold it to a short gain.
Let's go. Watch him now, Marty.
Out of the gun, they'll look to throw. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down.
The game plan for any defense is finding ways to make a quarterback uncomfortable in the pocket. When you bring pressure from all angles, you never know who's going to get home. In this case, the left cornerback right in the face of him puts him down.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. Escaping the pressure right. And he couldn't hang on to it through the contact. Incomplete.
This defense is not going to make it easy for you. They're a physical group, and we just saw it there on that play. They came in, made the contact, just as he's trying to haul it in.
So on 4th down, here's Brad Nortman on to punt it away. They only punted twice in the win last week as he gets this one away. And problems spreading to the punt team now. This one goes all the way into the end zone on the fly, so that'll come back to the 20. The Jaguars offense now heads back onto the field. And the ledger for them so far looks pretty good, doesn't it?
It certainly does. Touchdown, touchdown, touchdown. Not sure it can be much better than that. They've got to feel very good about the groove that they're in at this stage of the game.
They'll start the drive with a carry by Bell. Fights forward for only about a yard up to the 21.
Nice job by that defensive front there to hold him to a short gain on first down. Well played, I must say.
Yeah, only getting 1 yard. There was no room to run. They'll go again with Bell. Room here to run. And he'll get this up to the 34-yard line. That one good for a gain of 13 for Jacksonville and a first down.
How many times do we say in this game that speed kills, and it does it in so many different ways? In this case, you got a back who's quick and shifty, can make moves, make people miss, but also gets to and through a hole before it can close down. That's some of the benefits of that speed, not just outrunning people in the secondary. That led to a really nice gain.
Throwing on first down. Pace. And he finds a man with a crossing route. A minute 58 to go in this first half of play. Back with more from Jacksonville. Don't go anywhere. We'll be back after this. Now they'll try the sweep with Bell. A decent run there following the display of quick feet down just inside the 45. Just what you want on a first down run. Call it 8 yards, and it's 2nd and 2. Pistol, it's Bell. And after the good gain last play, this time they say, as he's going to be stopped behind the line of scrimmage. It'll be a loss of a yard, and that'll bring up a 3rd down. The keeper nets him only a yard, and that's going to bring up 4th.
Anytime you decide to use your quarterback as a runner, most of the time when you design a play, you're expected to break a little bit bigger than this one, because when you run him on short gains, your risk-reward and him taking hits, I'm not sure that's the payoff they were looking for.
Only 2 punts for him last week in the loss as he gets this one away. And a little too much mustard on that one. It hits a couple yards into the end zone. A missed opportunity there maybe to pin him back. The Colts now, their offense works their way back onto the field. And what do you think goes on here in this situation? If you got the football, you're trailing, you're back in your own territory with just a little time. Do you try something?
You're thinking about jump-starting your team, right? You just mentioned it. They're down. They're trying to get back into the game. But you got to figure.
And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off by the linebacker, Miles Jack. And he will take this one home. It's a touchdown. That pick 6 extending this lead even further. And boy, it's been a while since I've seen a team struggle this badly in the first half.
I think all they want to do is get to the locker room, try and regroup, and come out to start the 3rd quarter. But if things don't improve fast then, I think the backups get a lot of play in the second half.
So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick 6. And now the kick is away. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken. Here comes the Colts offense now as they make their way onto the field. And what do you think goes on here in this situation? If you got the football, you're trailing, you're back in your own territory with just a little time. Do you try something?
You're thinking about jump-starting your team, right? You just mentioned it. They're down. They're trying to get back into the game. But you got to figure if something goes wrong, you may have put yourself in a spot where you may not be able to come back in the second half. Managing risk, this is a big time.
And time finally runs out. He can't get rid of the football, and he's taken down.
I'm starting to feel for that quarterback back there. I mean, you know me. Normally, don't have a lot of empathy for the QB, right? In this case, definitely. He's been on constant duress this entire game. I don't know how he's surviving back there.
And to think, there's still a long way to go in this football game. They had a very short pickup there across the 15 to the 16. He'll get 3, but it leaves him with a big hole here on 3rd and very long. They're going to look to throw. Throwing left side, it's complete. And with just 1 second remaining in the first half, they'll call the timeout. So after that big play, let's see if they can catch their defense maybe on their heels. They'll throw now on the final play. He's going to air one out. This is caught inside the 15. And he's in for the touchdown on the final play of the first half. The prayer is answered.
How did they get that done? I'm not sure that they have illusions right now of, okay, we're going to score 8 times in a row and we're going to be terrific. But to get one.
And before we could even hear from Larry, we're back and ready to go in Week 5. So both teams have their marching orders, and we'll get going again here in quarter number 3. This fielded at the 2. And he'll take it past the 25 and up to the 28-yard line. Out come the Jaguars now as he'll go on offense first here in this 3rd quarter. They built a good first-half lead. Now they have a chance to add on to it.
And what I'm thinking is that the offensive staff spent the entire halftime just working with them on, here's what we think they're going to do to attack us in the second half. Nice first half that we've had, guys, but be prepared for some change-ups. We're going to see them when we kick it off in the second half.
See how they handle any adjustments that might be made defensively. The second half starts with a carry by Bell. And he works his way forward for a couple up past the 30.
This is what happens sometimes when you abandon the running game. It's hard to get back to it because once guys get out of that mentality of firing out and hitting people, hard to get them started again occasionally.
And they'll send the tight end in motion. Looking to throw on second down. Pace. The Colts are going to get him. Down he goes. He was trying to keep his eyes downfield. Nobody came open.
He's trying to do everything that he had been taught, right? Every bit of the technique. But if no one's open, there is no technique except make sure you hold on to the ball as you go to the ground when you're getting sacked.
Throwing on 3rd and long. Pace in trouble here, and down he goes. Back at the 8-yard line. 3rd and long, defense with no fear. They brought the pressure.
Zero fear at all. That means they feel really good about the guys who are going to cover. But the biggest one is they think their pressure will get there before he has a chance to find an open receiver.
He gets us away. It's a good one, drawing toward the sidelines. And this punt goes out of bounds, and it'll be marked inside the 40. Now we take a glance at the offense as they work their way back out for their first possession of the second half. They were able to get the stop defensively. Now a chance to turn that into points on the offensive end.
Can you imagine what the grease board looks like at the half? Because
tell me.
That's exactly what they printed up. Stop them on defense, get the ball back for our offense, and go downfield and score some points. Now, the last part remains to be seen, but they got the first part done very well.
Do people use grease boards, or you mean the magic marker boards?
Yeah, those two.
Here we go now. No. Check. Patriot.
They go play action here on first down. And he's going to go down. They sack him back at the 42. DeJuan Smoot in there to drop him, and it'll be a loss of about 8. They'll look to throw here. Flushed out right. Now he's going to go deep down the left side. This is caught inside the 15. A big play there for Indy. 43 yards.
Let's face it, it's tough to defend guys just in regular time. But when they get extra time, when the guy maneuvers outside of the pocket, that's just almost unfair, because now trying to stay with a receiver, very, very difficult to do, and a big play is often the result.
So the offense has it 1st and 10. And he'll give it here to his running back. And this play goes nowhere. Losing yardage back to the 15. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be 2nd down.
All right, Brandon, you know me as well as anyone. You know I don't usually advocate abandoning things during a game. But here we are in the second half. I think it's time to change things up. Let the running game go a little bit. Let's get to the passing game. And if you still want to get in the hands of the runner, maybe you swing it to him, throw it to him a little bit. Try it that way.
And they're going to get him. They bring him down to the sack back at the 16-yard line. Avery Jones in there to pick up his 2nd sack now of the afternoon. And the Jags have 5 in the secondary here on 3rd down. They'll set up to throw. Able to get away.
That's why you keep the legs churning.
And they go the wrong way here. Knocked back to the 20. He went backwards 5 yards there on 3rd down to bring up 4th. And Frank's kick is good. And the drive will wind up yielding 3. So a good drive there to begin quarter number 3, but they're only able to shave 3 points off that lead.
And now you put the pressure on your defense, who didn't particularly play all that well in the first half. But they're going to need to step it up here and make some plays if these guys are going to have any chance.
Fielded about a yard deep. And he'll be brought down at the 23, make it the 24-yard line. Here comes the Jaguars offense as they get set to go again. And on the last go-around, they really couldn't get anything going.
They had to punt from deep inside their own territory, which means you're going to lose the field position battle as a general rule. What they're looking for now is a little more consistency, move the ball at least a few times on offense, get a couple of first downs, and hopefully flip the field.
Yeah, just something to build off of. That's what they're looking for here. And he'll wind up losing yardage here back at the 21-yard line. It's a loss of 2 there, bringing up 2nd down.
Well, you had to punt on your first drive, and on the first play of the second drive, you end up going backwards. I would dare say they need something good to happen right here, right now.
Off play action. Pace. And he'll be brought down by the Colts.
And that's the 2nd sack of the game, but this player, disruptive in all phases, whether he's going upfield, coming underneath, you name it. He's a big-time guy you have to block.
Throwing on 3rd and long. Pace. And incomplete. The contact made the ball roam free and brings up 4th down.
Well, we quit counting yardage on that one, didn't we? That was truly 3rd and a mile, wasn't it?
It was. I thought they might just go underneath, but they didn't. They wanted to get the first down there.
Yeah, they tried to pick up the huge chunk unsuccessfully. I'm with you. I would have tried to take some yardage just to gain some field position.
Fielded at the 33. Avoids him at the 40. And now running right through him. A big kick that time, 52 yards. And the Colts will go on offense here, 1st and 10. And now Indianapolis set to take the field. And tough to win games if you're going field goal, field goal, field goal here. They got field goal last time. Now they'll be looking for a touchdown.
We're looking for the big chunk now because, as you noted, the field goal.
Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Dante Fowler in there to record another sack. Their 6th of the afternoon. Back to throw here. And my goodness, another interception. Picked off by the linebacker, Miles Jack. And they take possession 2 yards away from midfield at the 48-yard line.
Here we go now. Green, 39.
On 1st down, Pace. Looking left side, and it's complete. A 14-yard 1st down pickup for the Jaguars.
What I love about watching the passing game nowadays is that the one-dimensional receiver is really starting to lead the game. You've got to be able to do it all. Of course, you've got to run fast. Of course,
and no escaping this time as he'll go down. They got him for a sack.
The amount of sacks that they've absorbed in this game is absolutely extraordinary. Let's just face it. This offensive line, flat out, cannot handle this pass rush. It's been demonstrated time and time again.
Off the play fake. Pace. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Bell. He's going to be out of bounds on what's going to wind up being the final play of quarter number 3. The Jaguars on 3rd down. They've only converted once in 4 tries. Here it's 3rd and 3.
Let's go. 3-19. 3-19. Gun.
Operating from the gun. Pace. And he couldn't hang on to it through the contact. Incomplete.
Let's give this defense some credit now. They let the guys get downfield, but when push came to shove, they stood their ground, and now they'll likely force a field goal attempt.
And his kick is indeed good, and that will stretch the lead up to 3 touchdowns now. It's a 21-point game. So it's 3 more points, and that widens things out even further here in the 4th.
Hey, in this league, you can never have too much. So if you're in range, grab the 3 whenever you can.
And all that work, but he stopped where he ultimately would have been, and he's simply taken a knee, and that's the 25-yard line. And the Colts coming out now.
Let's go. Green, 39. Gun.
They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. Completes it to Moncrief left side. And they're able to get this one across the 35. Give the Colts 13 yards and a 1st down. Decent start to the drive, but let's face it, they need a lot of things to go right in a short amount of time, down 3 scores.
Yeah, they're going to run their 2-minute offense here in this game, but this is for future games. Can they get better and be ready for the next time, hopefully with a chance to win?
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll take this up over the 40 to about the 41. A gain of 3, 2nd down.
Not much happening there on 1st down.
I thought there might have been a hole for a split second.
Yeah, but it dried up pretty quickly, didn't it? Closed fast.
Detroit!
He'll drop to throw. Eluding the pressure right. Over to the right side, caught by Moncrief. And he is out of bounds, just a yard or two shy of the 30. A really good pickup of 28 yards.
We talk about mobility on quarterbacks all the time. Here's where it really pays off. Able to move, evade, and is accurate throwing on the run and picking up a first down.
So after that big gain, let's see what else the offense has up its sleeve.
Hurry up, here we go.
They'll look to throw here on first down. And it pops free. The collision there jarred the ball loose and brings up second down.
Brandon, at least there's one bright side to that incompletion.
What's that?
It wasn't an interception.
Wow. You're a nice guy. That was kind of savage. But correct. No pick, just incomplete that time.
Set. 3-19. Back 99 Philly. Here we go.
And second and 10, he'll look to throw again. Caught on the right side, Reed. And now a fumble. The ball's out.
Wow, that ball gets knocked free, but a teammate comes along and scoops it up. It's almost like baseball. Guys at bat, people are on base in scoring position. One guy doesn't get him home. The next guy comes through and picks him up.
And avoids the turnover. The Colts on third down, just 1 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 8. Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. A bullet throw, but incomplete. Another wayward pass. You know, things started out poorly in this game, and to be frank, they just really haven't gotten much better.
And all that does is embolden a secondary. They feel good about what's going on, and they just play better and better.
Their already slim hopes are going to ride on this one. They'll go on 4th down. As expected, they're going for it to keep the drive alive. Flush to his right. And he's got Moncrief. The decision to go for it pays off, and now they're set up 1st and goal. 4th down, trailing in the 4th quarter. They felt compelled to go for it, and they got it.
Well, I'd look down at my play sheet, and what I would find, plays that have been successful throughout the game that have worked at the distance you need, and that's exactly what they got done.
And now a 1st down following that long gain.
All right, here we go. Green, 39. Green, 39. Leopard.
They'll look to throw. And incomplete. He dropped it in the end zone.
I know you felt like saying touchdown there, didn't you, partner? That looked like a sure 6 points, but the contact jarred it free.
Got his hands on it, could not hold on through the end of the play. They'll drop to throw. He'll be hit and taken down at the 21. Offensively, they're going to have to figure this out before next week. 7 sacks in 1 game.
Yeah, that's more than any quarterback should have to bear. And if this continues on, there will be another quarterback in the game because no one can stand up to this week after week.
They got to have 6 here. It's 3rd and goal. Back to throw. And now here is another interception. Picked up by the linebacker, Miles Jack. I think we've got a hold here. It's a 5-yard pickup for the moment. Let's see what our referee says. And tough starting field position here. On 1st and 10, Pace. And he will find his man on the end route, complete. And he's brought down, but not before they get it across the 20-yard line. And the play goes for 19 yards, gives him a new set of downs. And the offense lining up 1st and 10.
Green,
Here's a give to Bell running left. And a nice run past the 30-yard line there. Give him 9 on the carry that time, and they're set up with a 2nd and 1. Didn't get to the sticks, but that's an ideal carry there on first down, isn't it?
I mean, now you're 2nd and 1. Although, you know, in the NFL, even if he picked up the first down, I don't think it's a big difference because the clock doesn't stop.
Yeah, not like college.
Right. If it's college football, you want to 2nd and 1 is probably better than picking up the first down because in college football, the clock stops with every first down and actually aids the defense in that situation.
Offense comes to the line now, 1st and 10. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll grab a gain of 5 out of this up to the 41-yard line. Time for a break. We'll come back and wrap up garbage time after this. So we've got a 2nd and 5. The give is to Bell. And he'll be brought down, losing yardage back at the 40. And they'll lose a yard that time, and that's going to lead to a 3rd down.
Now, that's a nice play. Got me fired up, partner. But can they do it back-to-back plays? All the training that you go through as a defense for these situations, and you have to get the ball back. Everything.
And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off near the 44. And a terrific return as he brings this one all the way back to the 30.
Well, this is one of the downsides of being a rookie quarterback. You know you're going to get called out about everything you do that goes wrong. Here, maybe he's a little uncertain about where to go with the football. And at this level, uncertainty equals turnovers. And this one winds up being intercepted.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And able to push his way forward here for a good little gain. It's a 6-yard pickup, and it gets him to 2nd and 4.
Let's talk a little football 101 here, because one of the keys to advancing the ball downfield, success on first down. Huge difference, as we know, between 2nd and 4 and 2nd and 8 and 9.
2nd down following the run. From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. Peek's got it over the middle. And he takes it down to the 10-yard line. A nice pickup of 14, and it moves the stick, sets up a 1st and goal. Red zone opportunity.
Here we go now. Blue Landy. Blue Landy. Gone.
They'll look to throw now on first down. Being chased out left. And inside the 5 here before he's out of bounds, right at the 3. A gain of 7 that time. 2nd goal.
So many times you hear today's NFL described as a space game. Get your best players into space with the football in their hands. That's why sometimes you just swing it out to your runner, get him out in the flat, and let him have a chance to make people miss an open field.
Escaping the pressure right. And that is out of the back of the end zone, incomplete. He was looking for Nick Boyle that time. And it's 3rd and short.
I know every offense wants to start their snaps closer to the goal line, but it's actually harder to throw the ball in those situations. You throw into that tight coverage, you see what happens. Hard to get the ball in there.
Not enough space there. Lucky maybe that it wasn't intercepted.
No. Check. Patriot. Watch it now, Barney.
He'll look to throw. Flushed out right. And almost intercepted. Would have been a huge pick in the end zone, but as it stands, that brings up 4th.
I'm trying to decipher what's going on out there because I don't know if he's just getting bad reads. I don't know if the defense is confusing him. I don't know if he just has, bad info and intel before he snaps the ball. But he's made some pretty bad decisions with the football lately.
Has several bad decisions on the interceptions he's thrown, and frankly, that should have been another pick right there. And here just playing for pride at this point. Down big, but they'll go for it on 4th and goal.
Hurry up, here we go.
Got to try it here. He's back to throw. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. They're turned away on 4th and goal. And it's looking like the Jags are going to win this football game. Very tough spot here for the offense to start.
Here we go now. Green, 39. Leopard.
They'll start out on the ground with Bell. And not much there as he gets it up to about the 5-yard line. 2 yards on the carry there. It'll be 2nd down.
That first down play, all you want to do is wedge out any type of space and try and create enough room. If you have to run the punter out there, he can successfully complete the punt.
Yeah, didn't get a ton there, but at least some positive yardage.
All right, here we go. 3-19.
A give to Bell. And he'll find a little space. He gets this up near the 10. And what are the whistles for? Timeout. So they'll stop the clock here in a game that's been decided in the closing seconds. The Jaguars on 3rd down. They've had their troubles. Just 1 for 6. This is 3rd and 4.
Here we go now.
A handoff to Fournette. And a short pickup here as he'll get across the 10 to the 11-yard line. Oh, wait, hold everything. A timeout has been called. Seemingly silly with 1 second remaining in this game. And with things looking pretty good on the scoreboard, they're going to keep the offense out there and go for it here on 4th.
All right, here we go. 3-19. 3-19.
They'll go for it with Bell. And he will have the first down here as he's up to the 15. Well, Charles, the forecast called for rain throughout the entire game, and we got rain throughout the entire game. But these two teams, they had fun getting dirty out there. They love the slop.
Did you trust the forecast ahead of time? Or are you one of those guys
I'm a little
skeptical about it, or did you trust it?
But when I saw just a big blob of green on the radar, I said, okay, let's trust.
Yeah, and that's why I'm glad you took my advice. Got your notes laminated, because, you know, open-air booth, that rain can affect us as well, although not as much as the guys on the field. But let's face it, it's kind of fun to watch these types of games, isn't it?
It is. By the way, how impressive is it that you travel with a laminator? I didn't even know there was a portable laminator.
The things that you learn.
Golly, wise beyond his years. So for Jacksonville, they boost their record up to a strong 4-1. And they will hit the road next week to take on the Kansas City Chiefs. Meanwhile, for the Colts, they drop below 500 to 2-3 with a loss. And they'll be at home next week for a date with the Tennessee Titans. So that'll do it for us. For my partner, Charles Davis, and all the hard-working men and women on our crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL right here on EA Sports. The Jaguars are winners here as we say so long from Jacksonville.